pretty obvious. We got whipped up front. The offensive line, we couldn't create some space, and we on the pass protection, the pocket was a lot more tighter, and got pressure up in his face with Mitch's faced out blitzing. So it's on those days you get whipped up front, you don't have a very good chance.
That pressure got to Mitch and rattled him a little bit.
I don't know that it got to him. He never could set his feet because he had to get the hell out of the way. They're just squeezing the pocket, and protection wasn't any good, and so I think that leads to some inaccuracies, and same thing on the receivers though. It wasn't pass interference. They were tight on our receivers and physical on our receivers, and we didn't have as big of windows as we've had in the past, and so they got after us on that side of the ball.
Coach, can you address the in motion without the one back to the set?
What was in it?
You had to put a guy in motion without the back to the set. We got about 3 or 4 penalties where you didn't.
Yeah, and that's Mitch. He's got to make sure that back is set, and a couple times it was the offensive tackle too, and so him and Drew just got to hurrying things a little bit too quick. So that's the thing. We didn't have our timing. We were sloppy, and I think we got frustrated, and we still battled and had a chance at the end and didn't quite get her finished, but it's a tough day on offense when you like to have a stalemate up front and you got chances, and we didn't even have that.
Was it maybe some of the movement that you guys had and moving different people around on the offensive line, or was it something?
You can always come for excuses. We're at the bottom line. You got to do it. You know what I'm saying? And we got injuries up there and a little bit, but got to find a way to get it done. That's their job description.
Tracy, you challenged him at halftime. What do you say to your offense at halftime?
Oh, really? We shot ourselves in the foot. The first half we dropped a pass. I mean, the chop block, the hold. It just one thing threw the interception, fumbled the ball. Just sloppy, and then but we never did really block them up front very much.
Iowa do anything different defensively than what you were expecting?
No, they do what they do. They just whipped us up front.
Tracy, I know that every game is important, but when I guess when it comes to trophy games, how important is it to have something like that so the guys have something to hang their hats on to say?
Just the guys, the whole state. This is 2 states battling against each other, so it is. It's disappointing, but great ball game. As far as stayed close till the end, and both sides, battled, and both teams did, and defensively, I'm proud of them. We bounced back. We played well enough to win defensively this week, but offensively, we didn't. And in this conference, we're going to have both sides play together to get that done.
Tracy, how frustrating is it when you get the turnovers and can't capitalize on them?
It's frustrating. I don't know there's a degree to it. It's frustrating.
Defense, held up all day except for the big touchdown run that they got. Anything specific on that play?
No, missed the tackle. Got to make the tackle. We make the tackle, we're good. Those kids battled their tail ends off, and at the end we were missing a couple of people too. But it was injuries part of the game. We got to get enough kids to go in there and play, and we missed a tackle at the end, and that's how they got the score there at the end. But defensively, we played well enough to win the football game.
You guys have dug yourself a hole now in the Big Ten.
Yeah, we have.
What's the focus on
You guys, one thing is you can't hit a 3-run homer, one game at a time. We got to remember that. Get ready for the next one, and we're going to have to steal a couple on the road. When you lose at home, it's difficult, and so that'll be, our focus won't change. We'll go after one game at a time, but definitely, our margin for error is 0 or 0, but we'll battle. Our kids will battle. I believe that, but we got to find a way to steal a couple on the road.
Seems like Shannon was running pretty well on that scoring drive in the third quarter, then he only got a couple touches the rest of the way. Yeah. Any particular reason why you guys went away from him later in the game?
Well, the one though was the hold. We got the hold, and we were just struggling up front. That's all there was to it. We couldn't I guess hold them well enough.
How important was getting the pressure on C.J. Beathard for you guys today and getting him out of his rhythm?
Yeah, I thought our D line did awfully well, and you know, coverage was good. I wasn't disappointed with the defense at all. I mean, there's plays in there, but up front, I think we got after them up front as much as what their D line got after us. But they made a couple more plays than what we did. So we'll go back to work.
With Calhoun, is it still the toe?
Yes. Yes.
Any update on Jonah?
No, I didn't hear anything, Joe. Anything else?
Anything else for Coach?
All right, guys. Have a good weekend.